Hi, I'm Kathleen Byram, and I'd like to read to you from my book, Conversations with Dawnkey, A Bipolar Journey. I'll be reading tonight essay number 3, which is chapter 23, What's Wrong with People? It's so much easier to just love people. My friend's dad said, and it made such an impression on my father, everybody has problems. It's like the Goodwill Hunting scene. Keep saying it to yourself until it sticks in your head and the light bulb comes on. Everybody has problems. Now, I want to stop for a second and comment on that. It doesn't necessarily mean everybody has problems in that they've got stuff that they have to go do, for instance. I'm talking about problems like problems coping or problems reading or problems doing this or that, things that everyone else takes for granted and they have trouble with it, and maybe they're a little ashamed of it, which they needn't be. I just wanted to put that part in here before I finish reading. I used to work as a courier. Sometimes someone would ask me for directions in the building I worked out of. I would draw a map or show them a map and show them exactly how to go. Invariably, someone would show up and say, no, don't do it like that. Let me tell you. Finally, it came to me. People are not always honest. Not everyone knows how to read a map. This had never occurred to me. I assume everyone knows what I know and more. The guy couldn't come up and say, maybe you'd do better with verbal instructions. May I tell you the directions? Or something like that. And nobody seems to say, I don't understand maps. Can you tell me a different way? So you have to figure these things out for yourself. Why people are doing what they're doing. This is a challenge. See, it was okay to push me rudely out of the way, but not to insult the driver's ego by suggesting that he might not be able to read a map. People hide things. They have challenges as children, like dyslexia, for example. Someone may have treated them unfairly because of it. They may even be ashamed. They grow up learning to hide it because it's like a disability that keeps them from keeping up with the rat race, so to speak. Some people never learn to read. I knew such a man. He was born poor, married poor, had 10 kids, and left behind real estate and money to his wife when he died. He worked his butt off. He drove all the way to Florida. I never noticed any problem. He couldn't read road signs, but he knew what things looked like. His wife helped him. He had to make do with what he had. He didn't go around telling people he couldn't read. He didn't go around telling people about his problems. I remember when we owned the medical equipment business. I was working one day in the office and an elderly man came in. There was some paperwork he needed to read. I immediately thought of the aforementioned man, and without thinking I asked, trying to be helpfully, if he would like me to read it to him. He became instantly furious and said he could read. And I looked at him and thought, my papa can't read. Who do you think you are, acting like that's a disgrace? It angered me, but instead I apologized, kissed butt, and was mortified too, that I had hurt his feelings. It's not that I thought he couldn't read. It's that I know when you hit middle age, your eyes start going, it seems. And when you're elderly, well, lots of patients would ask me to read them stuff. But anyway, yeah, people have problems, and they may hide them. That's why I recommend the Dawnkey method of loving everybody. Because you don't know why they may be doing what they are doing. You don't know their fears, their anxieties, their challenges. All these kinds of things and more that make them up. I was about to wrap this up, and I remembered someone. Years ago, when I was taking care of a lady, her husband was a thorn in my side and a heartache. He did not seem to like me. He certainly did not like when I coughed. I smoked outside, rarely. He was gripey and mean-spirited and complaining. Once he complained because I made their food look too nice. What else did I have to do? I didn't have enough work to do. The wash was always done by another shift before I could do it. I would have loved to have done the wash, as it would have been something to do. He comes to me and says, I see others washing the clothes. How come you don't? One time his daughter made a roast and overcooked it. He complained bitterly. To me, of course. He thought I had cooked it. His daughter spoke up and told him it had been she. He immediately perked up and said, "Oh, it's wonderful." I won't go on and on. He was just a jerk. But I found out why. He had been responsible for the death of his child. He never got over it. You just don't know why, don't know all the reasons. So you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. Employee behind the desk in the surgery waiting room. I'm sitting and she calls my name and mentions insurance. I panic, for reasons. She sees my panic. She informs me that I have blown her hair back. She jumps me verbally. I stared at her, horrified, and then it hit me. "Are you having a bad day?" I asked kindly. She didn't say another word. She immediately went into adulting mode. She immediately checked herself and was extra kind and friendly to everyone who came in after that. All it took was that one kind sentence, and she knew I was sympathetic. I would much rather have that outcome than a fight on my hands. Who would win? Who cares? It would be miserable and gut-wrenching. Why not be peaceful and loving and effect a positive change? Next is Essay 4. Can we have a utopia? No! I'll be reading that in the next video. Thank you very much for listening. And please like and comment and subscribe if you so desire. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.